Hey YouTube, it's David again with Richter Scale Studios. Welcome to part 6. As you see, the base is primed, ready to go. What you see here, my girlfriend transplanted a tree for me the other day, and in the old pot there's a bunch of old roots, and I think I'm going to do some kind of tree out of it. Some really realistic undergrowth, and then I can do some roots out of this too. Some really just beautiful small things that give some really scaled roots and trees. And I don't want to do anything too big on this. Let's see. I'll move the camera. Sorry about that. As you can see, something just like this. And we don't want to take it away from the guy, but maybe something just in the back to show. I think something like that would be perfect. Like that. Can you see? Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful right there. I think we found our tree. And then I'm going to dig through here and then do some roots. Maybe a couple roots, because I'm going to do a couple tufts. And maybe there's a couple little sprigs of roots coming out of the bottom, just to add some interest to the base. And I'm still procrastinating and laying paint on the model, but we'll be back after this. Thank you. Hey, we are back. I'm going to just lay down some quick color on the base. I'm going to do the brickwork or the column work first. And I want to do something that's not going to detract or too bright. So I'm going to do, it's like a dead skin triad from Reaper. Ghoul skin, moldy skin, and bloodless skin. I think it'll give it a good, then we'll hit it with some kind of wash to darken it. And I'm having these bottles I love Reaper paint, but their bottles get clogged really easily. So let's see how this works. I'm going to work my way up and down, because then the dirt will. We don't mind if the dirt moves up onto the stonework. This is just straight out of the bottle. That's one thing I like about Reaper. It's thin enough to do that with. Especially with we have a bigger needle set up with the Patriot 105 here. Got some instant color going on, nice. Let's pull it back so we get a larger spray pattern and make our work faster. We're not really worried about making a mess. A little airbrush, you're not really going to worry about that. I don't know if it's like about 5 drops of paint. I'm going to try this. A little drop of airbrush medium and see if that makes work a little easier. This is the golden airbrush medium. Put another 1 ounce bottle so I have more control over it. Let's do 2 drops. Let's see what happens. I'm going to back flush it to mix. There we go. Let's see. Well, I thinned it out a lot. And why am I having trouble? No. We're not going to make it darker, but we'll see what happens. This is very thin paint. Keep laying. Getting new colors, that's good. And I kind of like that greenish, kind of subterranean look. Okay, and then do a quick color change. And where's my bottle? Ah, there it is. I've got some clogging going on in there. Sorry about the bottle in your way. We'll get backflush and get that crap out of there. If I just tap water to run through this thing too. Backflush it again. You can hear my silent compressor going on and off. Okay, and let's do the second highlight. I'll be back in a second. I got clogged. Okay, we're back. What I'm doing now, you see over here, I got my wet palette. I dispensed it on there. I'm going to also run like a little bit of airbrush medium in each pile of paint. Then, let's see. I'm going to use this brush. Let's get a nice little mix going. Do a little water with it. Kind of get them away from each other. There we go. A little water. Get a nice little mix going. Oh, I've changed my method of, you've seen in other videos, I used to use those stay wet palettes. I used the box still, but I got rid of the sponge. That thing was just not holding up, especially if I was throwing kind of mediums or washes on it, it would destroy it. So now I'm using Viva paper towel, which is awesome because it's cheap and also disposable. So now we got that going, and let's load up the brush with a little bit of a mid-tone. Let me get a little water mix in there too. See what that. See what happens. Is that good? There we go. Quite noticeable. I'm really just not depressing on the trigger very much in the back. Just a lot of all the air going through. Gotta get these right on camera. Okay, you gotta make it a little bit darker, and that'll hold the color very well. I just could go back and keep working on these on a certain angle. I'll keep this in frame for you. Take around the paint. Keep the cup clean on the edges. One less thing to clean. A little tip dry going on. There we go. A little too much paint, probably. Now we're getting a nice little highlight. Maybe a little too thin, but kind of work with it. Okay, so we need to get some more detail on me, or a little highlight up there more. Okay, I'm done with the airbrush right now. Or actually, no, I'm not done. I'm gonna let this go. Let's start doing some of the ground part. I'll be back in a second. Running back over here, I'm running muddy soil, basic dirt, brown sand, and sandy brown. I kind of do a triad plus another lighter color, and I might add something more to lighten one up. I can always take some of that and add a little bit of this thing to kind of tie it in together with the get a little bit lighter color going. I think it should work. See how that goes together? I'm going to do this off camera, then show it to you. I'm just going to run through the airbrush, start at the bottom of the base and work my way up. And then I'll show it to you. I'm not going to waste my time just doing basic airbrushing like that. Thanks. Okay, we're back. Kind of did a little bit of highlighting on the brickwork. Laid a basic shade of khaki shadow on the tile. I think I'm going to do that by hand, and then I ran through those 4 colors of dirt and did nothing too drastic on the highlighting there. I'm going to do some lining right now. See if I'll probably do it on camera. And we'll bring it over here and get this going. Be back in a second. So we are back. I don't know if I can get a good view of what I'm doing here. Let's see. There we go. Well, I got the base here. I'm going to run some of this mud brown that I did at the bottom of the base. I want to start lining between the tiles. I'm using a Raphael number 2. It's got a nice tip on it. And hopefully don't try to get in there and just this is going to take some doing. There we go. So I'm just trying to keep a nice tip on the brush so I don't have to make any more work for myself than I have to. And I just did. Almost like a wash consistency. I think it's so much airbrush. That medium really kind of thickens this up. I might just go straight paint into this. I'm going to do a lot of layers of this stuff. I might have had to go in and paint it with an airbrush and appreciate it. We'll see what we can do with this, because we're going to go back in and I'm going to blend the bricks by hand, I believe. So I get this more on there. Sorry about the bad camera work. There we go. So just going to do layers of this. This is going to be quite monotonous, but it has to be done for this to look good. Kind of just let the tip work inside there. Nice. So there we go. It's nice to get a nice split up. And I want to kind of go into mix some black with the this color. Oh, this is the black here. Oops, what am I doing? And make a nice wash. I think that'd be good. I don't know. Can you see that on camera? Let me back this up a little bit. There we go. So I'm making a little wash here and see if we can make this more interesting too with these bricks. And I'm not too worried to making it too, well, I want it as perfect as possible. I don't want to make it work too much. But I'm going to go in and highlight also. Trying to keep a nice tip on this. This brush really loads up with paint easily. Just kind of accentuate the natural cracks. I think this is, I don't know which one I made now, but I'm trying to be careful. But I'm going to do the rest of this off camera because this is probably going to be very boring for you, but you can see already how it's already given it a pop a little bit, and hopefully it'll look really nice when I get back. See you in a few. Okay, we're back. I think I'm going to end part 6 here. Yeah, these videos are getting way too long, but I'd say this is 70% done. I got a lot of cleanup on the floor tile to do. More edge highlighting. I think the brighter the better. It just really brings it out and pops it, and it's starting to look really, really good. I got to figure out some kind of edging on the dirt just to kind of bring that out a little bit. I want to keep not too bright, because I mean we're going to deal with non-metallic golds on the Avatar himself, and I got to really start working on him soon, because it's going to be pointless just having a cool base with no painted model. So as usual, thank you for joining me, and we'll see you in part 7. So probably still be on the base and then start hitting this guy up. I will see you soon. Thanks again.